Anarchy, often misunderstood and misrepresented, offers a compelling approach to governance grounded in principles of cooperation, mutual aid, and community autonomy. Indigenous societies, with their rich traditions of self governance and community based decision making, provide a powerful blueprint for understanding how an anarchic system can function effectively and equitably. Here are some key arguments supporting the idea that anarchy, inspired by indigenous principles, can be a great way to run a government. Indigenous communities typically emphasize local decision making, where every community governs itself without a centralized authority imposing top down control. Decisions are made through consensus, ensuring that everyone's voice is heard and respected. An anarchic system similarly promotes decentralization, where power is distributed across local, autonomous communities. This approach prevents the concentration of power and fosters a more direct and participatory form of democracy. By empowering local communities to manage their affairs, anarchy ensures that governance is more responsive to the specific needs and contexts of each community. Many indigenous societies also operate through consensus decision making processes. This method values the input of all community members and strives to reach decisions that reflect the collective will rather than the majority rule. Anarchism also advocates for consensus based decision making as a core principle. This ensures that policies and decisions have broad support and minimize conflicts. By focusing on consensus, anarchy fosters a sense of shared responsibility and cooperation, essential for a harmonious and cohesive society. Mutual aid is a cornerstone of many indigenous cultures, where community members support each other through shared resources, labor, and knowledge. This collaborative spirit ensures the well being of all members and strengthens communal bonds. Anarchy also places a strong emphasis on mutual aid, where individuals and communities voluntarily cooperate to meet each other's needs. This principle of reciprocity and solidarity creates a safety net that's humane and effective. It's more humane and effective than state based welfare systems. In an anarchic society, mutual aid networks can address social issues organically and sustainably. Finally, indigenous societies often have a profound respect for nature, understanding their role as stewards of the environment. Their governance systems incorporate sustainable practices that ensure the long term health of their ecosystems. Anarchy also advocates for a harmonious relationship with the environment that promotes sustainable practices and ecological balance. They decentralize control and empower local communities so that they can adopt diverse and adaptive strategies for environmental stewardship, reflecting the indigenous principle of living in harmony with nature. So, anarchy inspired by indigenous principles could be a compelling model for governance that prioritizes decentralization, consensus, mutual aid, sustainability, and restorative justice. By drawing on the wisdom and practices of indigenous societies, an anarchic system can create a more equitable, just, and better society. This approach not only respects individual freedoms but also fosters strong communities capable of addressing their own needs and challenges collaboratively and sustainably.